Hey, how's it going, plant-based runner? Coach Kyle here, and this is a quick review of the Newton distance running shoe. This is the distance 5, so it's an older model. They have the 8 out now. I think a local runner like that I know found these in his closet or something. Realized he didn't like them or whatever, and he gave them to me to try. And I actually really enjoyed these. I just saw actually today that all the Newton shoes are vegan friendly, so there's no animal products in like the glues or the materials. So that's really cool to see. So if you're looking for a vegan shoe, check out Newton. If you're looking for a low drop shoe, check out Newton. I think these are 2 millimeters drop, so they're very close to zero drop. That's like 2 pennies of stack height extra in the heel versus the midfoot, forefoot. Now, what makes Newton special or different, and you've probably already noticed, is they've got these lugs right here. And how they describe them on the website here is that they call it action-reaction technology. The secret sauce powering the speed of Newton running shoes is its proprietary action-reaction technology. Generated by the active movement of the lugs, action-reaction tech creates a responsive, trampoline-like cushioning system that provides quicker bounce back and loses less energy than a traditional foam core running shoe. So that's a big deal, because the problem, I guess, with most shoes is that the foam sucks up more energy, so you lose that from your forward movement. And one of the big benefits, one of the big things about the foam in these Nikes, the Vaporfly 4%, is that the foam gives back more of that energy than most typical foams do. The carbon fiber plate in these, by the way, does not. It changes your ankle mechanics. The carbon fiber plate doesn't really give you that spring. It's the foam. And that's why these shoes kind of have a low shelf life, 100, 200 miles max, is because the foam loses that bounce over time. But with these, Newton claims that that's what the lugs do, and they've been around for a while, maybe 10 years, maybe. So it's an older of the smaller brands. It's not like Nike, Adidas, Saucony, etc. But as small brands go, it's been around for a while compared to like Ultra, Vivo, Topo, etc. So what I have been using these shoes for are track workout, tempo runs, kind of fast, longer road runs, and they feel fast. If I didn't have my 4%, I would have raced my 2:59 marathon in these last weekend. They feel really quick, and just like the Newton website says, they feel real snappy. This plate here is the forefoot, the midfoot is real stiff. Like, I think they just like these are hard plastic, and there's like it's hard underneath them too, and that really provides a really like responsive, snappy feeling. And I've really just fallen in love with these for quick running. Now, I'm a habitual zero drop and or minimal shoe wearer, and these still really took some how do I say, my calves took some time to break into these. I was real surprised. I took them on a short run the first time, and my calves were even sore a little bit during, but especially after the first few runs, because I don't know, something with how your foot moves with these shoes, it loads the calves more, and my calves felt it. And I'm kind of looking at these as a like a strengthening tool, because they certainly did something to my calves. But after a couple months of wearing these, it's fine. I mean, my calves have adapted, so I don't know for sure, but I'm quite confident my calves are much stronger now than they were 3 months ago before I was wearing these. And I'll probably wear these for my upcoming 5Ks. They've performed really my my 1K, 1 mile repeats, my tempo runs, and I'm really looking forward to testing these out in some races. If I didn't have my 4%, I probably would have worn these for my marathon. I'll certainly, most likely wear these or the 4%, depending on how they feel, for my upcoming 5Ks. But As for how the shoe kind of fits and feels, like I said, the midfoot, forefoot here is real stiff, and that's nice. It feels like responsive and quick and fast. Now it's got some good flex behind that. In the midfoot here, the rear foot still even has some real nice flex, which is also kind of a relief. The entire shoe's not super stiff. It's just where you're making initial ground contact with that midfoot, forefoot strike. I wish it was a little wider. If I could change how this shoe fits, I would pull the front back just a tiny bit and make it a tiny bit wider along the little toe there. I'm a 10 in these. I'm a 10 in the Vaporflies, but both of them are a little longer and a little more narrow than I would probably prefer. So if you have really wide feet, I'm talking really wide feet, not like, oh, I've got wide feet, but you've got really wide feet, the Vaporflies, these, probably not the shoe for you. But I've got wide-ish feet. I certainly don't have narrow feet, and they feel fantastic. I've worn them, I think, up to 16, maybe 18, maybe 20 miles, and super happy, no complaints with these. I will wear these until there are no lugs left on the shoes, and I've seen a pair of Newtons without lugs on them, and they're insanely comfortable. I will, if I wear these out and I'm looking for a new pair of shoes for racing, it's going to be between these and probably the new Hoka Carbon X. But that's end of next year probably to come. So, vegan friendly, zero low drop friendly. It's a small company, which I think is cool. They're out of Boulder, so I feel like they do, as a small company, they do a lot of good community and engagement. So if you're looking for a nice small company, certainly check them out. One other thing I wish they would do with this shoe is bring back the racing flat. They used to have a racing flat, and there's a lot of material. The new Distance Elite, I think, so the Distance weighs 7.6 ounces. The Distance Elite, and I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two. The Distance Elite only has 4 lugs. I don't know. 7.3 ounces. So they could be a little lighter. This is an older model, but even looking at the newer ones, there's kind of a lot. The new one certainly looks a little lighter. But with this old one, there's kind of a lot of material in the upper. I wish the heel counter was a little softer. It might be in the newer models. I would love to try a pair. But, as shoes go, super comfortable. I think they're super durable. The heavier upper is just going to mean the upper is going to last longer. So, if you can find them on discount or free like I did, certainly try them. Worth a try. I've really enjoyed them, and I will probably be rocking a new pair sometime in the future. So if you've got any questions or comments or thoughts on Newton, please drop them below. And as always, you keep running, I'll keep coaching.